been a long night in New York City. It's been an easy night. I'm taking it very easy before I head out on tour. The last 2 or 3 days before I go out on tour, I'm doing nothing, so I get super bored. I'm not watching the Hills finale, but I read about it, and apparently, like, they went to some really, like, super metaphysical ending, which makes up for, I guess, 7 years of having a cheese grater against your sensibilities. Seems like at the end they said they knew that I don't know. Apparently at the end of the show, they had like slow motion shots of everybody and then like text at the bottom of the screen. It said like Brody Jenner went on to own a software company. Kristen Cavallari went on to play drums for the Wonders. Oh, man. Chris Carrabba. You know, someone just asked me right there, have I considered writing a song with Chris Carrabba? And I hadn't in the past, but lately I think about it because I feel like that dude, Dashboard Confessional, is so ahead of their time and so good that people who are fans of them in 99 or 2000, 2001 are now getting the chance to get their own record deals and put their own bands together. And they're basically doing that, except they're doing a watered down that, and they're making a lot more of a career out of it. And that just makes me so mad because it just reminds me of me. God, even on slow motion mode, I can't even say this. Let me stare at it for a minute. Collaboration with Kanye West, whenever he wants. Whenever he wants, I'd be there. Shout out to Mel in Australia. Mel, it's a terrible thing you've done out there in Australia. I know you're hiding out there now. I won't tell anybody. Just get some help. Rob Dyrdek, I did talk to Rob Dyrdek lately. That guy's a smart guy. Smart guy. Demi Lovato, great, great girl. She's right on track. She's going to be around for a long time. BP. I don't know who that is. You're an MTV TJ finalist and fan. What's a TJ? MTV TJ finalist and fan. What's TJ? Television jockey? What's a TJ? Anybody know what TJ is? Yes, I will be back in the UK. I look bored. Well, we're not exactly talking about world events. Twitter jockey. A TJ is a Twitter jockey. Seen you at Jones Beach. Thank you for coming to Jones Beach. I'm a little worried because Jones Beach takes place like so few days into the tour, and I'm always like what I would consider rusty, but I think if you were a super fan, you'd probably like me rustier because I don't, like I'm thinking as I'm playing, everything is fresh and new. But New York is such a place I want to slam it that I don't know. I like New York like 2-3 weeks into a tour. I think this is like one of the first tours that New York happens so soon into the tour that look, whatever you don't see in regimented sort of habit, you'll get in scared excitement. How about that? I'm gonna make a deal with you. If I don't know exactly what I'm doing, you'll like it more. Did I wish Jim a happy birthday? I didn't. God, I knew I had to do something today. Happy birthday, Jim. Can you create mystical balloon animals? Where'd you get your Dumble Overdrive special? I don't hate Perez Hilton. I think he's a really good guy. Looking good in plaid. Thank you. I'm trying to dress more like a 50s movie director. That's my thing now, 50s movie director. Shout out to Melissa in Chicago. Hi, Melissa in Chicago. Big shout out to you. Hope I get to see you again soon, and by soon I mean for the first time. Good night. Liz likes HP. I can't read what that was. You guys are repeating a lot of what you're writing. Shout out to Feven in Toronto. You give me Feven. Loved your last post on Tumblr. Thank you. You know, I was sitting in my chair in my apartment having a really deep conversation with a friend and looking, sort of like going real macro on life. And for that one moment, I was like, because that's how writing works, well, no matter what you're writing, unless you're on like assignment, which I never am, you just get that one feeling and you just sit down and write it. And I went, good night, everybody. I got to write this thing, because I probably only understood what I was writing for as long as it took to write it. Oh, I love you too. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Jesse in Miami. Happy belated birthday, Abby Lewis. You want to interview me in Scranton? I don't know if you know this, but I'm not exactly the king of interviews. Taking a short break from that. Sure went all in on that one.